feathers, I guess. We'll have to see if we come across any.
Welcome.
What can I get for you
Now we
today?
gotta go over here
Keep your feet on the ground.
to the... Recording now?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Oh, this place. I see it up ahead.
No, the Frostbane is down to the southwest, I think.
Oh, well, we still got something we gotta do over
Yeah,
here.
we gotta kill some gnomes over here. I have to level up my axe skill. I'm like missing all the time. Because I just switched to this axe.
I don't need that.
Well then, don't roll need on it. I don't know. What do you want from me? The dice is a need roll and the little coin is a greed roll. So if you don't need something, you can roll greed on it, which everyone who doesn't need it will roll it, and then you can have money out of it.
Oh, wait, how did you stun it? Is that
I have a stun that I can use once a minute like that.
cool? It's really handy there.
Yeah, it's gonna be a very handy skill. It's probably like one of the most like tactical abilities a paladin has, because paladins don't have a lot of really good useful like CC or like combat like control stuff.
Do you want to go?
So my once a minute I can stun something to help out with what things.
Do you want to go take out a gnome or a gnome? I see him still old. It's level 10 quest. Maybe let's go do Frostmates first.
Okay.
Frostmane, hold. We're here. Frostmane. What's this guy do? I've killed this one of these. These guys are not very powerful, I think. Oh, there's a lot of them clumped up though.
Okay, okay.
One right there, the closest one on the right.
I'm a lower level than you, so I'm trying not to go too far into the group to like, because they'll aggro to me before they'll aggro to you.
Yeah,
So I'll let you pull them back, and then I'll fight whatever comes out.
I have Frost Nova. I'm gonna target the one on the right when it comes far. Fireballing? Oh, they.
It just lowers your armor. It doesn't do damage to you right away. We have to go in the cave. The quest is to explore the cave.
Yeah, but how are we gonna do all of these ones down here?
Do we need to do all those ones down there?
We need to kill Frost headhunters.
Okay.
Or the headhunters in the cave. Yeah, they're in the cave. One right here. I'm using my fireball while I'm here.
Seems to be working.
Okay, now we gotta be careful up here. I need to drink mana. Effects are good. My effects are good. You ready?
Yep.
I think I might have to aggro both these. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to aggro just one. Yeah, I got this. Okay, I did it. We gotta go loot that one. I'm gonna target the next one. Hopefully there's one around that corner that I can use. Loot up, loot up. Okay. What's this? Oh, it's close. Scary.
They don't like come towards us, eh? They just like stand there and throw their spears at us.
Yeah. I'm gonna check something. I'm gonna check an arcane ability real quick. Dampen magic. Okay, dampen magic is spells, not projectiles for ranged.
It's okay. My armor aura reduces their damage a little bit. You just fight them, and I just won't go up there because I'll like get a whole bunch mad at me. Whereas you can fight them like one at a time. I'll just heal you when you take damage, and we'll go into the cave and get the explorer.
The problem is I can't use my fire blast because it's too risky to fight them from a close enough spot where
What do the snow striders do?
We're about to find out. There's an aggro one.
Fairy fire.
They're spells. Oh.
Oh, you didn't really do anything. There's a treasure chest right in front of us.
Where?
Right here. Like, we have to kill that headhunter. Oh, he's shooting at me.
Got it.
I'm gonna go fight him.
Yeah, go.
I need to start leveling up my axe skill some more anyway. Right over here.
Okay, I'll aggro it. I'll aggro it.
Oh, these guys walk towards you. They're like melee. See what we got. See what we got.
They get the drops I need from... I need linen cloth for like stuff. There's ore. I'm gonna find this ore.
Alright, let's go towards the ore.
Can you wait. I don't want to leave you fighting that guy. Kill you be easy? I don't have any mana.
Well, maybe killing you will be easy if you don't have any mana. Oh, he's got dynamite though. Look out! I should learn engineering so we can both throw bombs.
Yeah,
I don't need to be a flower picker. I'll just be an engineer and a skinner.
I have way too many bombs for myself. I have 76.
Next time we're in a big city, I'll get engineering instead of herbalism. I gotta learn how this Pally Power add-on works. I'm gonna turn it back on and figure it out while you're working your way through this cave.
Yeah. Oh, I might need some help up here. They're thumped up.
Pally Power. Where are you at? Pally Power. Boom. Reloading. Maybe I should look up something online. Setting up Pally Power Classic.
Dad, I'm gonna need your help for up here.
Left click, lock, unlock. Okay, I can move this.
What's that do?
I don't know. Frostmane Headhunter. Okay, that tells me my seal. I don't know what this does. We will figure it out as we go. You just play, I'm going to figure this out as we go. Right click, move Pally Power. Right click, open blessing assignments. Okay. Wait, what? Ah! Well, I guess right now I'm putting auto assign. Okay.
I'm gonna need help though. What's the add-on do?
How do I cast the blessing? Does it just tell me, or does it give me a hotkey for it?
Look, I keep having to cancel my spells the way this guy went. I did an aggro too? I thought I aggroed too.
Father Crawl R. Hold on, maybe that's the wrong assignment. Right click, open assignments. Let's change this to enable power party use in party. Smart buffs. If you enable this, you will not be allowed to assign blessing wisdom to warriors. Okay, that's fine.
There's more people here, Dad.
Okay. I should probably be paying attention more. No. I don't know. Oh, buttons. Buttons. Or a button.
Oh, I just fell down here.
Auto buff button.
Dad.
Where are you? Okay, I'm coming to you.
Should be fine. I just fell down here. I just fell down trying to see where that war was.
Did you find it?
Found it.
Okay, I'm still trying to figure out what the hotkeys for this.
Yeah, you figure that out. I'll be mining away.
Enable, disable the auto buff button, but what is it? Fully buffed, partially buffed, none buffed. It says R, but like that's not doing anything. Ugh. How to set up and use Pally. Let me just watch this YouTube video and figure it out. I'm kind of helping you here now. I'm just gonna listen to this video and see if it tells me what buttons to press. I'm gonna go melee this guy, so I have to level up my axe skill.
Yeah, me too.
Hey, I got the Explorer though, I think. No, I didn't get the Explorer yet.
I also need to level
In this video, I want to show you a really useful add-on for Paladins in World of Warcraft Season of Discovery. A lot of
I'm just gonna heal myself so I don't get low.
This add-on already, but I still see Paladins without it regularly in the world. So I decided to make a video about it, how to get and how to use the add-on Pally Power. I will also show you some settings here. So first, what is Pally Power? This add-on provides you an interactive and easy to use interface, which also allows you to set your own blessings like Righteous Fury when you're tanking, your aura, your seal and blessings. It automatically checks for missing buffs with an easy to read indicator. Also, while in a party or a raid, Pally Power can be used to assign blessings to other paladins.
Oh,
I will
that
put the
cat
download
died.
link
That's
from
where I got one of
CrossForge
my
in the video
videos
description.
Cool.
So how do you use it? First, you can drag the
There we got the
add-on.
Explorer.
If
we're
you
done here.
Left click the button here.
I don't like
it
being in
changes the
caves.
screen, and you can
Unless
change
you wanna
the
mine it,
position
but-
on your user interface.
Yeah, that's good.
With a right click, you can open the menu. As you can see, you can change your own aura and your blessings for all classes and for pets. To do this, simply scroll up and down with your mouse wheel while being inside a bracket to adjust the buff. Fellow paladins will also have to run Pally Power for assigning the buffs for them. The paladin doing the assignment will have to be the party leader, raid leader, or have raid assistant. You need to activate free assignment so other paladins or raid leader can change your buffs here. Always make sure to have this
I wanna kill
activated.
some more
In
outside of
combat,
the cave.
none of the
Okay.
assignments can be changed. You can
These
also
guys
change
give some
your
good
own
drops that
aura
I need
and
from
your
the
seal
grind
in
here.
this interface here, simply by scrolling. As you can see, if we put a blessing for paladin here, it will appear, and it's red right now. If you right click here, it turns into green and it shows the duration of it. But you don't have to do it with your mouse.
Oh, it's a right
you
click.
can also adjust the key binding, which
Okay.
makes it way easier.
That's all I wanted to
do
know.
this, go into your options in the main
I
menu
figured out the hotkey
and
for my thing
go
for my
into
buffs.
Key bindings, and if you scroll
Wait,
down,
how
you will
does it
find
work?
Pally
I just
Power
right-click
here,
on it.
and you can just set
And
a
it will
key
give it
to
to me?
activate
Yeah, it
normal
gives it to whoever
and
needs the buffs.
greater blessings.
I don't have
Simply
a blessing
press
for
your
you
key,
yet, so it doesn't really matter for you, but it will keep
and
mine
it
up all the
will
time.
activate the buff
I
for all
really
your
want-
party members and yourself.
There's
Other
behind the
useful
ship right there.
options you can adjust are, for example, smart buffs. If you enable this, you won't be able to buff Blessing of Wisdom, for example, for rogues or warriors, or you can show pets. You can also activate or
We should go turn in this quest so I can get a
Righteous Fury
shield.
button here.
Yeah.
If you're tanking, you can activate it. You can also disable seals, for example, if you're using a weak aura.
Blew 'em up.
So I hope this was useful for
Yeah,
my fellow
sit
paladins
down
out there.
over here.
Make sure to have this add-on for your raids. Consider to like and subscribe.
Okay, right click. I can figure that out. We're good. We don't need to rush back for me to get a shield. I'll get it next time we're over at that guy to turn it in.
We should.
I think I should get a shield though before we kill the gnomes. They're higher level.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, we could go maybe get some shimmer weed.
Yeah, we can go do the Shimmerweed quest on the way back to the village.
Yeah. So it's up here. No?
I just need to figure out where I want to put this.
You'll figure it out. Oh, right here.
Why did my aura turn off? Oh, I see when you click on it. Why is that even a thing?
What?
Guess I'll put it down here. So it's out of the way. So,
Oh, there's some ore right here. One shot.
Nice. Lots of ore. Especially if I'm going to level up engineering, we're going to have to mine lots.
Yeah. This is a tough one. I got another shadow gem. Oh, I haven't been on my bank call yet. I haven't seen. Oh, also, I don't. Do we need shadow gems for anything, Dad? 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 Dad, do we need shadow gems for later for any of our like professions?
Do we need what?
Like any shadow gems for professions?
I don't know. We'll have to find out if you get any engineering recipes that use shadow gems. Instead of selling all your copper for a little bit, we should make sure like you level up your engineering
Yeah, I haven't been. When will I get the
as much as you can. Like before you like sell stuff, make sure that you can't level up your skill anymore with it.
I can't get the well fed buff.
I'm gonna log real quick and get something.
Oh, yeah. I'll keep trying to eat.
I'm gonna stay right here on this road, okay? I'll be right back.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep trying to get the well fed buff. It won't let me. How many of these charred wolf meat do I need to eat to get the well fed buff?
You eat the pig, the one that has the well fed. Oh, that one doesn't have well fed. It'll say if it gives you a well fed. Do you have the boar ribs from our quest? The beer basted boar ribs.
Oh shit. Roast-
They look like they're below your shadow gems.
Yeah. Okay.
Do I have a character in Stormwind? Stormwind. I do not.
Boom, well fed buff.
And back on the paladin. Sorry about that. I had to get some emeralds from someone in the guild that was going to help me do a quest later.
Oh, I'm good. I'm just farming bears and stuff.
I'm coming towards you. I'm on the other layer from you for a second though, so it'll take me a second to switch back over.
How do you go? What do you mean other layer?
There's like 2 layers on the server right now because of the amount of people playing. So it splits us up. It's like there's 2 versions of the world. So sometimes you get on the other one. And since the Greyhawk, the player I was trading with, was on the other layer, it switched me when I grouped with him. I'll show up in a second. There's a cooldown on it, so it doesn't let you switch back and forth really fast, so you can't like use it to cheat and like do things on more than one version of the world. Guess I'll just get my well-fed buff while I wait for it to update me. But we can keep heading towards the Shimmerweed. I'll just follow you and switch over when it switches me over. I'll see you.
There's not a bear going in front of me. That's the different part.
Well, you're not going towards the Shimmerweed either, but whatever. It's all good. Oh, there you are. Hello.
Hello. Didn't really know the way to the Shimmerweed. It goes between the mountain. In between the mountain. Come on. Let's go on an adventure. Whoa, what's that on the floor right there? Oh, look at me getting all rich over here.
Good, good. I'm keeping an eye on old Icebeard. He's in his cave.
Oh, is that the big one? Do you think we're high enough level to take it down?
I can't help much, so it'd be all you. He's still 3 levels higher than me.
Little chest there. Can we still grab stuff from the chest?
No, that's the quest one. That's just the meat for the quest.
Oh man, it would be nice if we could grab stuff from the chest and like farm some stuff easily polymorph. But I guess that would be kind of like cheating.
Let's see, I can turn this off here.
Ooh, large crag boar. This one's hostile, I think. No, it's not. There's something down here, like ore.
Yeah, probably in the Yeti cave underneath where we were yesterday.
Oh. Follow me. I want to climb this mountain.
Okie dokie.
There's something up here I really want. How did they get up? How did they get up here? Oh, we get the Shimmerweed from these guys. Okay, Dad.
Yeah, the seer is attacking me. I'm gonna try and make him come out of that house. I don't want to walk all the way over there to get him.
He's gonna aggro more people with him. Where are you going? You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm trying to get him to come out. I don't want to walk in there in the middle of the group. I can't fight him because the whole camp will come fight me. So I was waiting for him to run out of mana, so he comes and runs over to attack me.
shimmer weed?
I have one.
Okay, I have one too. These guys like to stay in big groups. Wait, Dad, there's a group of 2 over here. Still a bit riskier, but easier than fighting an entire group of 4. Dad?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you aggroed one.
Yes.
Did you say yes?
Yes, I did.
Yes.
It's a good way to interrupt spellcasting.
I got shimmer weed from that. There's a chest. Oh, we got shimmer weed from that. But I can only get that without getting 3. Did you loot it? Can I loot this without them realizing?
You can try.
I got it. I did it.
There's 3 in the camp too. You shoot at one. Let's go.
You doing it?
Yeah, shoot, shoot, shoot.
Wait, let me boss myself first.
With what? Oh, I see. Yeah, I know. Whichever one you shoot at, I'll go fight another one, so not all 3 of them are on all one of us. You need to drink your mana.
You want me to polymorph?
Drink your mana.
Yeah, do you want me to polymorph?
Yeah, you can start with that if you want.
Yeah, polymorph the closest one. Or do I polymorph the farthest one? Dead?
Okay, whatever one you want, man.
I think I'm gonna do it from right here.
Okay. Okay. You're in charge, man.
Polymorphing. Aggroing one. Got it.
Easy. Easy clap, boys.
Stuff. Okay, run around with them. Before they all respawn back in. Oh, one spawned back in. I'm taking it out. Cool. We gotta do this a few more times. I'll kill a bit more.
I only need one more shimmerweed.
I need one
Oh, there's
more.
one right here.
I need one more after this one. I have my last one.
This is my last one.
Oh, there's 2 right here.
There you go. Easy
No,
peasy.
I can't loot this one.
It's because you're done? Or no?
No. Oh, yeah. Wait.
I'm done.
There's shimmerweed.
The quest is called the Perfect Stout.
Oh, okay. Complete. Good stuff.
Jump down this hill that we climbed up.
We're gonna go to the moon. Or, no, not to the moon. To the...
I'm gonna go turn in that quest for Frostbane Hold to get my shield.
Yeah, and then we're gonna go to the nose.
I gotta kill this bear.
And kill that bear.
This bear in particular needs to die.
Why?
I want him to. Hey, where you going, bear? Back over here.
He's dead. I will say, I think we're doing better than last time.
Well, you're a higher level, so it's easier.
Help me! No! I'm just a mage! Thank you. Holy, that was a little scary. That's making
Now I
me
get to skin them all.
If we didn't have frost nova, I think we were kind of cooked.
I think we were cooked. Well, you're level 12 and they're all like level 7, so you know. Oh, I guess this one was level 8.
Yeah, we had a winter wolf. These ones are harder to kill. That was good though. That was good practice for us.
I'm gonna get rid of my flower picking skill when we get over to the engineering guy and learn engineering, and then I'll slowly figure out how I'm gonna level it up.
I just crafted a bunch of bombs to level it up. Like I didn't buy the bombs straight. I bought the materials for the bombs. Also, can I give you a stack of my bombs?
I can't use them.
Once you get engineer.
Switch my boots. Let's see here where we gotta go. Frostbane hole. This guy's over
wait,
here.
Dad, what? I have a question. What level is your rogue?
I don't have a rogue.
No, like. Never mind. Why is their light shining? This is the guy with Frostbane hole right here. Got a warm winter robe.
Hi.
But I already have.
Watch your back.
Seniors.
See you soon.
Okay. You got your shield?
Yeah, I got a shield now. That's kind of nice. Kind of nice having a shield.
You ready to go do the?
Watch your back.
Oh, I got a lot of stuff.
Alright, where to next?
Crafting. Oh, I gotta learn this recipe. Beer bastard boros.
Yeah, I can't make it yet because my cooking's too low.
Okay, come over here. I gotta go. Look at my. I got a lot of copper and a lot of rough stone.
You gotta do some engineering?
Yeah, really quickly.
Yeah, I'm gonna go learn engineering.
Wait, I just threw rough dynamite by accident. That's fine. When you're getting engineering, wait, are you gonna come back over here?
Probably.
Okay, come. I'll just stand here and do all my engineering stuff. I have to craft a bunch of what's it called? Rough blasting powder. I'm almost level 60 engineering. Almost.
What's on your mind? Off with you.
Did you get it?
No, I gotta find the guy. I think I went in the wrong house. Must be in this one.
It's on the close one. I did that too. Once I get level 60, I gotta go over there and get my new recipe.
How are ya? Safe travels.
I've been level 59 engineering for ages. Hello, Father.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Okay, what are you going to do? Bankrupt? What are you going to get?
I'm just flipping all my auction house stuff while you're doing that.
Oh, I should probably do that.
Gotta make money!
Yeah. I don't understand how you pick up all that stuff. And how you have so much stuff in your mailbox.
Don't worry about it. Don't you worry about it.
Holy, that's so cool. I'm level 60 engineering. Finally.
Pro.
It's a legend.
Why do I have these? Oh, I guess I was trying to sell them.
That's not an orange pig. That's a legend. I need to learn the better dynamite soon. gotta learn that at like 105, 50. I got a crude scope. What does a crude scope do? Level 75, I unlocked dynamite. Better dynamite. So. Dad,
Yeah.
I planned our route.
Okay, I'll be back in just a second. I'm
So
almost done here.
basically, we're gonna like go up to the gnomes, but we're also gonna turn in the perfect stout.
I guess I just vendor these. They're not being worth anything.
I don't understand. One second, I'm gonna check my options. Hello, Father Bankroll. My options are not there. Damn, I got my thing sold. Hi, Bankroll.
Hello. Alright, let's set the stuff that I need to this guy. And go back to my other character. Man, this guy looks so silly.
Who? Father Call?
Yeah.
You ready to go get the quests?
Yep, lead the way.
Let's go and do some more PvP. No, PvE quests. Is that how much damage I did? Oh, they're like 5. Oh, they're higher than who we are. We're like 2 shocking. Hey, Dad, I was wondering if you wanted to aggro all these wolves again. Let's see this. Whoops. Boom. Sounds so neat. Just drink in the middle of this field where I can get sniped by anything or anyone. Okay, let's go now. Wait, did you learn engineering?
Yes. No, I don't need your stuff. I'm gonna make my own.
I've tried. I guess I got enough for now. Enough.
I'll slowly level it up when we're...
Well, wait, why is your engineering tab so much bigger than mine?
I don't know.
Mine's tiny. Mine's just like big and nice. Mine's like...
Yeah, I don't know what does that. Must be an add-on changing it? Not that. Let's see here. Oh, it's a Leatrix thing in your Leatrix.
Oh, my Leatrix?
Yeah, under interface, it's enhanced professions. I think I have enhanced quest log and enhanced trainers on too.
Oh, enhanced. Wait, is that where's that?
Right next to the professions, the one above it and the one below it. Then hit reload.
Press that. Oh, that's so much nicer. One tap. Dad, you were gonna be. Ooh, there. I'm just gonna take this out. I have beef with the bears.
I need to talk something.
Jump. Jump. Oh, I can't jump. Whee. Oh, you be cooking? How do you have so much rough stone?
I bought it because I'm rich.
True. I'm not that rich, man.
That's okay. That's why you're doing all the mining, so you can get your own stuff and sell the extras.
True. I mean, like, I have tons of copper and, like, stuff. Get ready to do the, gear stuff. Oh, 19.
What can I do for you?
What are you buying?
I'm selling stuff.
Oh, yeah, let me see.
Be good. How are you? Be good.
Oh, grab that quest.
Off with you.
What's that quest do?
Watch
What
your
do
back.
we do for it?
Doing the gnomes now?
Yep, the gnomes.
Getting those cogs?
Okay, be careful.
No!
I don't
Going in.
die. It's a level 10 quest.
In the name of the light, this pig must die. Boom, got him. Hey, you gotta loot the pigs. That's the rule.
Me?
Yeah, so I can skin stuff. If you don't loot the stuff, I can't skin the stuff.
I thought you were gonna loot.
It wasn't my loot.
Oh, that's why they've always been my loot. There's only one in the middle right here, but it has orbs go right over there. Watch out. They're level 10, I don't think we can handle 2 of them. I'll be real.
Well, there's 2 of us.
Yeah, but you're level... I guess I can handle 1 pretty easily. Yeah, I think we can handle 2. I got you, Fire Girl. I got you.
Disease and poison. Okay, okay.
We haven't been. How do we get the stuff that we need to like do the quest? Oh jeez, we have to get a lot of stuff. I got one of the gears. Oh, you love those eyes.
Shift right click, open options. I want to allow buffing in combat. Settings.
Dad, your loot right here.
I need to get into combat and see if it lets me buff in combat.
Got you. They respawn really fast. I don't know why.
Why doesn't it let me buff in combat? I guess if you're doing it in combat, you have to like click it over like that. Okay. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
Crude bastard sword? What's that do? Oh, my inventory's full. It's like how they think they stand a chance against me. Oh, Dad, where are you at?
I need a target.
Hopefully.
And having the shield makes it so I can just stay and fight like so much longer without taking damage on a bit.
So it's good.
Yep, I'm just like constantly fighting. You can drink when I'm fighting if you want. Like I don't.
Yeah, you interrupted him.
Ooh, we should go do protecting the herd. Pass me, leader. Oh wait, no, we'll just finish the gnomes. We'll go do it. We don't need a group for it since there's 2 of us. We'll go do it after we're done this.
Oh, wait, what's protecting the herd?
The elite quest in this zone that
Oh,
that
I
guy's
wanna do
asking
the
for in the
elite
chat.
quest.
Well, yeah, but we'd have to walk all the way across the zone and then we'd have to come back here because we'd have to come back to finish this quest.
Oh,
Let's just finish this since we're already here.
good idea. We can do it after.
We can do it. Yeah. I just don't want to have to walk all the way back to this corner of the zone to do this. I'm gonna get another well-fed buff.
Okay, I'll keep fighting.
I might not be able to get a well-fed buff right now.
No, I'm fine.
No, there's another gnome that spawned right behind me.
I got it.
Oh, I got the buff before he hit me. Nice.
Tried out. I wanted you to get the buffs.
I got it like the last second right before he hit me. And the guy in the house just spawned too. We're in like a super fast spawning spot.
Yeah, right? I was like, why is this spawning so fast? I only need like 100 mana for these guys. They're really not strong. Nothing in here. Bother anymore. Let's go find. Oh, a door. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of buffs there. Look at this, all the buffs this door has. Let's go kill this one over here. I need a drink. So, what else is Wait, what do we do in the elite quest? Dad?
We don't have the quest yet. We don't know what we do with it.
I will say, I feel like my combat has gone a lot better. These guys on fire, so I don't cast fire stuff. So I'm just gonna I will say,
I'm back to level 9!
for us having to get a oh wait, did you die at level 9?
Yeah, I died at level 9.
Yay. I will say, it feels weird, like, playing. I will say, the drops are really good for how many we have to both get, right?
Yeah, we're getting close to being done. It's not taking too long. Mostly it's fast because there's so many of them.
And they spawn fast. I'm drinking. Now I'm drinking. I haven't looked at it. What's up on the top of the tower?
I don't know, we can go look.
That's literally on the top of the tower. Going on an adventure. A guy. An invisible guy. Who's the guy
My
invisible?
attention.
Orin McHammer!
Faded. Who's that guy? Is he like helpless?
I don't know, I can't talk to him.
Neither.
We jumped that guy.
You jumped on him.
I like stunned him though, and then we killed him before he got out of the stun. It was pretty funny. Oh my goodness, it just keeps showing up here.
Dad, there's a loot drop over here that you might need, right in this one. Oh, whoa, I got back. Oh, I need more water. I'm thirsty. I'm almost level 13. Let me know when
I'm done. You'll have to let me know when you're done killing gnomes.
I
I finished.
I need to get the mechanic gear.
Gyro mechanic gear. Is the laundry still going, or do we have to flip the laundry now? I guess we have to get back to the town and flip the laundry.
And then once we've done that, once we've gone back to the town and then after I flip the laundry, I guess we're gonna do so much damage. What do you think to run away? I hate the mobs and wild that like to try to run away. Okay, I need one more. No, two more. No, yeah, two more. One more.
I'm on it. I'm on it!
These guys are so weak. Come on.
I'll loot that guy. I think sometimes I have to loot them so you can see the quest rewards.
Yeah, I don't. Loot the one. Loot them. Did you loot them?
Yep, I'm looting them all. Noise.
Got it. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna follow you back to town.
Uh-huh.
I'm
I'm gonna hearth back to town.
Oh yeah, Earth. I'm gonna go flip my laundry. Protect me as I'm. Am I gonna get it there? Okay, Dad. I should probably log out.
No, it's just, you're in the inn right next to me, it's fine.
Okay, crack your stuff while I get my laundry. I'm back. Put my laundry successfully. I'm gonna go return in the plus death.
Okay.
Just up here. Oh, Dad, he's doing something.
Who's doing something?
He's like,
Oh, I gotta come to that guy too. Yeah, let's see here.
that should do the trick. He's like, he's using his mechanism he created. Whoa. What? It's like watching.
Interest you on a pint?
He started like a bomb. What is he summoning? He's summoning a chicken. He's doing something to it.
It's a gnome. He turned the gnome into a chicken.
Hi, how are you?
What?
Be seeing you.
There's nothing we need to claim from it, so.
Is he gonna turn another gnome into a chicken? Turn him into a chicken!
Hi.
Time to save the entire gnomish race! Oh, get out of the red zone.
Turn me into a chicken. Yeah, I need a smelt. I'm gonna go back to the smelt.
Okay, I'm gonna watch this gnome turn into a chicken.
What's the thing that we're supposed to do again? Oh, protecting the herd? Right there. Chicken! Let's see what's happening here. Hey, Dad. You ready to go?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Let's go get the herd thing.
Okay.
It's this way. It's this one right here, protecting the herd elites. Bro, is there gonna be a quest that we're gonna be forced to do? Isn't it gonna be a dungeon quest?
There's no dungeon quest this low level, but eventually there will be.
Oh, that's scary.
Is it?
Well, considering I almost died to in a cave, yeah, pretty scary. Considering I almost died to a cave to a level.
Well, we're gonna get stronger. We're gonna get more skills. It's
Yeah.
fine. It's fine.
Oh, I'm gonna get the blizzard skill. I'm gonna make it like rain, ice. That's my most looking forward skill to. Blink.
We have a channel?
What?
I'm not gonna fuck that up again.
We've got a channel for our meeting?
I just made it.
This is exciting. Are you okay if I am on a paladin playing with my son while this meeting's happening? But I'm paying attention to you,
Yeah.
unless he tries to kill himself, in which case I'll zone out for a second.
Yeah, you're fine. This should be pretty quick. I don't imagine this taking more than like a half hour once everyone joins and we get started.
I came within one hit from a mob in Doomhowl West of not needing to be in this meeting yesterday.
Oh my god. I heard you had to Petri.
I don't think I had to Petri, but like I panicked because I was fighting a mob that was like immune. It was a magic attack that hit me, and my immediate instinct was to lip, but like I'm like, this isn't gonna do anything. So like I was already like kind of safe, but I took the Petri so that I could like just calm down for a second.
Yeah.
You know what, man?
Hands stop shaking. Like that's a good fucking Petri.
Yeah, there's never really a bad time to Petri, in my opinion.
No.
Except for, like, the bosses that are immune to Petri.
Yeah.
Plague would tell you that being drunk, or maybe it was Ginny. I don't remember if it was Plague or Ginny that drunk Petried in Stormwind. That would be a bad Petri, I think.
Okay, alright, that's... You know what I
mean, were you on call? Were you on call when Sensor fat fingered 2 Petris in BRD?
No, I wasn't on call when that happened. He did tell me about it the next day, but I wasn't there when it happened.
You just hear him go, "Oh fuck," and I was in voice with him, but I wasn't like in the run with them.
Something of mine over there?
Oh fuck, and then Uzo's like, "Oh, I fucking saw that."
Yeah, I've
You
fat
just see
fingered
fat
some
finger-
lips and some dummies, but I've never fat fingered a Petri yet.
I have fat fingered many lips, and actually, I don't know if this counts as a fat finger. I have eaten a Petri unintentionally once, but I was trying to split them because I was flask crafting, and so I had a bunch of Petris to make for other people, and I was splitting them in my bags to mail them back off, and I took one while I was splitting it.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Yeah, and then Brahms was like, "Why don't you just shift left click?" And I was like, "I'm fucking dumb, that's why."
Yeah. I looked back at the recording, like, the damage had already been done, but I was, like, so shook that it was nice to sit in a Petri and let everyone else clean up the pool for a second and, like, get my bearings, because I was just not going to be useful if I started to keep trying to play the game.
Yeah, when your hands start shaking, you kind of have to just, like, take a sec. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool, once Amidala gets in, we can get started.
What's the thing in your...
Perfect.
Who
Oh,
Who invited
hello,
Bram to
everyone's
this?
on time.
What's the thing in the...
All
I am a
mages are
mage.
welcome to sit in and listen.
And why you...
There's something
Oh,
ever...
they're having a
Sure,
talk
yeah.
about the
God
mages for the
forbid
raids.
something ever happens to my priest. My mage is my backup. So I need to know this stuff.
Okay, fair enough.
So
It's
this
good.
is
It's good to have a
specific
really easy class as a backup to step into.
Yeah, you know, especially if you're playing Frost. This is not a meeting for Frost mages, by the way. Oh, I've said it once and I'll say it again. I don't give a fuck about your Frost parses.
I see.
So-
I parsed Frost parse the other day. Just want to let you know. It was CG.
I'm happy for you.
Thank you.
I'm happy for you. I don't care about your Frost parses, especially in ZG. I don't care. But I'm still happy for you.
Alright, I'll stop.
How are you?
Turn the volume up on my headphones. Okay. Oh, duh. Start sharing screen. So I know I usually prep these, like, nice PowerPoints and things. I didn't do that this time because I've been working an obscene amount this week. And so I'm just gonna quickly go over a few things. The first thing I will say is this is the Purpose Ignite seminar. This has been posted in our Discord server. Please,
What can I do
we
for
are
ya?
mages, please be better than the warriors. We had a comment from one of the warriors from last week's raid that said that he didn't read Emily's Nax guide because it was posted in December and he assumed it wasn't relevant anymore.
He is no longer with us.
He's not with us anymore. If a document is in our server specific to the mages that myself or Wowdy have posted, if a document like that is not relevant anymore, it will be deleted. Everything that's been posted has been posted for a long time because all of the information is still relevant and useful. There is a bunch of info in the threads on the server. Wowdy put up a ton of guides and things in the threads. I also have all of my notes. This was shared to us. Also, Krull, it's funny that you sent this to me, like, a couple weeks ago, and then I realized that Zezima sent it to us, like, a year ago, and it was already in our server. And so, you know, this is the Purpose Ignite seminar, so I'm going to go over the Ignite mechanics a little bit. I'll go over the rotations in the Mage handbook specifically a little bit, and then we'll be done, because it won't be that long. So, if anyone has any general questions and things, let me know. This is, again, specific for Fire Mages. I don't give a fuck what you're running in MCBWL as long as it's some version of Frost. All of us at this point are too broke to be respecking back and forth between Fire and Arcane Power as much as we would love to, so all of us that are rating AQ40 and Nax are going to be having our Frost spec set to Deep Frost anyway, so if you feel like you want to just say fuck it and run Arcane Power one night in MCBWL, go for it. Don't worry about Winter's Chill. One of us will handle it.
Can I make
That's
a comment
literally
on
all
that?
I'm gonna say. Yeah.
I'll
Yeah, go
always
for it.
have Winter's Chill. I've kind of sacrificed some of my dungeon running that I like to do with my second spec because I've basically set it up for the techie tank talents. and that because you go Deep Frost for that anyway. I'll always be running Winter's Chill in BWLMC Ani.
Perfect. So at least one, if not, I mean, I don't think that Fultano Hills or myself are respecking every week for Arcane Power either. I did it once for my own, you know, to have a little bit of joy in my life. But, you know, I will say, if you want to run it, it doesn't fucking matter, don't worry about it. It's a really fun spec, and if you're looking at my stream right now, this is the class handbook. This is pinned in the mage server. If we scroll down to talents, there are multiple versions of the talents with notes and things as well. I also want to say that any of the documents that I'm showing are not all me, right? I am not Mage God. I have places to improve as well. All of my guides are a combination of like myself and like 7 or 8 different mages and other guilds that are all coming together to like provide the best information that works for us and our guild and our like raid team skill level. And so for Frost, we have Deep Frost build as well as Arcane Power. So if you're interested in Arcane Power, it's a lot of fucking fun. The talent build is here. But that's all I'm going to say about Frost. So moving on to Fire, again, in the same document, there are a couple different Fire spec options. If you're just starting out with Fire and you kind of want a little bit more safety to get started, you know, this has a little bit more of a safety build. It takes Arcane Resilience. And in this case, this is also better for mana management. So if you feel like you're running out of mana really fast in Fire, then this is going to be a good intro build for you. Also, if you're open world, I don't recommend being Fire in the open world, but if you are, this is also what you want to go with. If you're running this spec in Raid and you feel like, okay, I don't have mana problems at all, I want to do more damage, then there are 2 options below as well. And these are pretty equivalent here. It's just if you feel like you are, and I'll compare this for those of you that used to run with us back on our old mage team, I'll compare it to myself versus Wowdy. Wowdy likes to be in melee range. He likes to run in Arcane Explosion, do that whole thing. I'm kind of a baby. I don't love being in melee range. So if you like being in melee range, you want to take Improved Arcane Explosion. If you are more comfy staying max range, then instead of taking Improved Arcane Explosion, you can take Improved Flame Strike. Again, that's just really quick with Fire builds. I'm already on this, so before I go into the mechanics, let's just kind of go finish up like our requirements. Again, all mages in AQ40 and Nax are obviously required to run Fire. I don't care what Fire build you run, as long as you are in a Fire spec in AQ40 and Nax. I prefer mages to also be running Fire in 20s, in ZG and AQ20. It's not required. You will do more damage, but also it's 20 man, so who cares? If you have lower stam, and you feel more comfy in 20s behind your shields, then that's perfectly fine to run Frost in 20s. But if you are planning to, like, if you're getting ready to join the team for like alts or for newer members of the guild, if you want to be getting into 40-man content, like AQ40 and Nax, then I highly, highly, highly recommend running Fire in 20s to practice rotations and the weak auras and things. And with that said, I will, and so all of this document I'm just kind of scrolling through, onto the raid requirements. Obviously we require full raid buffs, everybody knows that. Consumables are here for each individual raid. This is for Frost raids, for 20s and AQ40, and then 1 for Nax as well. The Nax is in progress. It's only covering the 2 wings that we've covered so far. Getting to add-ons and weak auras now. Again, I don't give a fuck what you do in Frost spec. You know, you should still have big wigs or DBM. You should always have decursive. You should always have some form of threat monitor. I recommend both threat plates and threat classic. Angry era is required for all raiders, because that is what we use to put out in-game raid warnings and announcements and assignments. RC Loot Council is also required for all raiders because it is how we get loot. So if you want loot, you need to have the add-on. I like to say that it's time to break up with your damage meter. It causes toxic behavior. So I recommend to everyone that they turn details off in raid. It's not required. That's just a me thing. Moving on to weak auras. And you need to have your weak auras for fire spec. I don't care if you have it for frost. For the weak auras, this is absolutely required. All 3 of these are 100% required to run in fire in Nax and AQ40. If you do not have these on and I find out, you will not be coming to raid in the future. If you kill yourself because you are not tracking AoE lip taunt from your tanks, that is your fault and nobody else's. Use the weak aura that shows when your tanks are AoE lip taunting. This first one here is the Fire Mage weak aura. That's something that I'm going to be getting into here in a second because our ignites have been absolutely fucking horrendous. And it's because we collectively as a team are doing something wrong. So I will get into that, but what we need to do is we need to be watching this weak aura, and you can't watch it if you don't have it. Also recommend the Hive Mind. There are 2 different Fire Mage Hive Mind add-on or weak auras. I like this one better, but either of them work, and I think it's nice to have so we can track each other's timing. What was really nice is that I know that Amadella uses it. I can see when he was putting up Scorch, so I didn't have to. I would see the stack falling off. I would see that someone else was already casting Scorch to replace that stack, so I wouldn't have to. And that gives me an extra fireball instead of, like, doubling up the Scorch, which would have been unnecessary. So that's a good example of why it's helpful to have the Hive Mind add-on, or weak aura. There are other ones showing spell cooldowns, tracking PI. I don't use the PI tracking weak aura because it's mostly for the priests, but, like, you can have it for yourself as well. There are toolkits here, the Thames toolkits for AQ40 and Nax. I don't recommend downloading these unless you have a very, very, very good PC, because they're very, very big weak auras. Like, they're fucking huge weak auras, so I highly recommend maybe trying something else until you have, like, a really solid PC that you feel comfortable running this with. Like, my graphics card's a little bit old, so I don't run with these anymore. But I was using the AQ40 one for a while, and the AQ40 one is smaller. So that is a good one as well. I was using it until I switched to bigwigs, because now I don't think I need it as much as I did with DBM. And then, if you are one of the unlucky souls who Nova Consumes Tracker doesn't work for, this is an alternate weak aura that you can use that's kind of similar. Nova Consumes Tracker is still better. But this one will work alternatively if your Nova Consumes helper is giving you too many Lua airs, because that was happening to me on my old mage, but not my new one. Don't ask me why, I don't know. All I know is that I'm very happy it's working for me again. So again, this whole document is posted. I just wanted to run through the important things about it really quick. The Ignite seminar is also posted in one of the threads in the channel, so I'm just going to read through this really quickly. Everything I'm showing is documents and things that are already posted in the threads or the pins in the mage channel. So we all know how Ignite works. It's a dot. Everyone needs to have the talent. You'll do 4 seconds of that dot tick. Dot ticks every 2 seconds. Every mage crit from the collective mage team adds on to the dot stack. It stacks up to 5. I'm not going to read through the math because I've already been trolled for giving math lectures to the mages, so I'm not going to do that again. Just know that we should be getting higher ticks, and I'm going to show the difference between an old raid and a new one in just a second here. Obviously watch your fucking threat with Ignite. Ignite stacks, like, gives all of the threat to the owner of the Ignite, which could be any of us. Whoever applies that first crit owns the Ignite. And so this is, again, an example from purpose. You can see that Alyssa has the Ignite. The Ignite damage on the details damage meter, if you're running with it, is all given to the owner of the Ignite. But when you go onto Warcraft logs, the damage done by the Ignite is equally distributed among all of the mages in the raid. And so, and this is a good example as well, that this is what the damage looked like here on the logs compared to what it looks like on the damage meter. And so I just wanted to draw everyone's attention to this document. If you really need an example of the math, it's here. But I'm not gonna read through the math. And so something I want to show here, this is a comparison on the left is the log from this past Tuesday in Nax. On the right is from Rip, my old mage. From a raid from January before our old mage team, 4 out of 5 of us died. And so obviously, if you compare the two, the damage per hit is much lower, right? My spell power is much lower. You should have seen my gear from my old mage, right? My old mage was way better geared, right? So I am in my fireball, I'm hitting for way more, right? My average hit is about 1,000 damage more than my new mage, just because of spell power. But what I really want to point out here is the ignite. We had an ignite tick 26 times for 500 damage. That's really, really low. Even this one, and this is specifically for Hagen, even before we were hitting for around 1,000. But our ignite is ticking for way longer. And if we look at the CLA for that, the uptime is low, or the uptime is higher, actually, right? This is, yeah. So you can see that the actual uptime is higher on the ignite, but the damage was way lower. That needs to go there. So we can obviously see that something is wrong here. Look at the average tick versus 4K being low, right? And I'm not looking at certain fights, and I'll explain which fights are, important and not in a moment. But just looking at a noob, because a Noobercon is one of those bosses that we should not be having the ignite drop. Like a mage ignite rolling 24/7 on that boss is actually extremely important. Obviously, we want the first.
Can I just
ignite
interject
drop.
for a quick sec?
Yeah.
Who carried the ignite on A9 on Tuesday?
I can check.
I'd be really curious who's been carrying it.
It doesn't necessarily matter who's been carrying it. What matters is who's been sustaining it. Because the first person who casts can't really control it.
It's the first crit.
If it's the first crit, it doesn't really matter. What matters is who's rolling it after that first crit gets hit. And that's not something we can tell. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, because like if the first crit hits and it's not a strong hit, that's when we all need to fucking stop. And so what we should be looking at here is not the first ignite, because the first one needs to be dropped, right? And so this is a great example of what we should be doing, right? We see, and this is also a good example because here we also did not have a good ignite for our second either, right? None of our pyros crit. This was, again, a team of 5 mages. None of our pyros crit. And so we had a very low fireball ignite rolling for our second ignite. But look how long that lasted. We immediately dropped it, right? This second ignite that lasted for 4 seconds was immediately dropped. So the second ignite should have been stronger, but we got bad RNG. So none of our pyros crit. We all either canceled a cast, put out a frostbolt, or re-put out a pyro. And look at our second ignite. Now we're getting something ticking for 4K, 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 right? And this is, again, bad RNG that we let it drop, but we're immediately putting back on strong ignites and sustaining strong ignites. Look, 12, 10, 16 seconds versus the 4 and 6 second ignites that we're dropping. If you look at our noob from this past Tuesday, we're rolling these ignites that are really, really low for really, really long, right? We need to be a lot better about dropping these ignites. This 2K, 3K, it needs, right now, because our team's damage is low, we're not going to be able to get these 6K ignites that we were getting in our last team. It's just not going to happen because our spell damage is obviously lower.
Yeah, I think we should be aiming for like 3,000s. I think,
yes,
judging from
exactly.
last raid.
Exactly. our ticks that we should be looking for to be sustaining is 3k. If you see an ignite ticking for like less than 2k damage, it needs to be dropped. And so there are 3 different ways that we can drop an ignite. And let me actually see if I can pull up in the threads. So in the threads of the mage server, this is the fire mage rotation. Again, this is posted here for everyone to see. The rotations I'll go into a little bit more, but I think what I really want to highlight here is right here. If it's called to let the ignite out due to a high threat or just a really, really bad RNG, really shitty ignite tick, we have 3 options. We can immediately cancel cast, go back into a either frostbolt, or wait a second and go into a fireball, or you can go back into a pyro. And so here's the thing, right? Ignite ticks every 4 seconds. You need to not have a fire spell hitting the boss while the ignite is being dropped. So what we mean by dropping the ignite is that everyone stops casting fire spells for 3 to 5 seconds to allow the ignite to drop. Because if, when we're trying to quote-unquote drop the ignite, a fire spell hits the boss and crits, that's going to reapply this shit ignite and just keep it rolling, and that's what's been happening. And so, you know, especially if we're pulling Oro tonight, I don't think that any of us have high enough spell power to actually pull threat on Oro. But, like, Oro is one of those fights that we really need to be fucking careful about. Like, be ready to Petri. Straight up on Oro, if you're a fire mage, be ready to Petri. Because if he turns to Sandblast and you have threat, you are fucking not just yourself, but the entire raid by maintaining that ignite threat. So I as class leader do need to be better about doing ignite callouts. I'm on non-push to talk and raid voice for a reason. I need to be better about that. So also for things like Maxina, that was my fault on Tuesday. I need to pay more attention to who is web wrapped so that I can be the one to call out when mages need to swap targets. So like on Maxina, don't swap over to the web wraps until you hear me or Emily call it out. But I should also be better about doing those call outs myself. But make sure you're watching your mage monitor, make sure you're watching your ignite threat, and make sure you're watching the ignite tick. Like the actual damage that it's ticking for. I think there is one more. Is it here? So Wowdy also has a suggestion for how to set up the ignite tick damage. It is here in the required fire mage weak auras thread. Again, like I said, all of the resources are posted here for everyone to see. And so there is a setting here that you can adjust. And I highly recommend doing this again. This is one of the weak auras. It's absolutely mandatory for running fire in raid. And so the last thing I want to go over really quickly is just one more time. One more time, I'm gonna go over the raid strategies mechanics. This is again pinned and posted in the channel. Again, I don't care what you do as Frost, but there are tabs for both Frost and Fire. This is a general tab of what you can use for your cooldowns. If you're running Arcane Power, it's a suggestion of when to use your Arcane cooldowns, as well as which trinket to run. Remember that we always want to have one active and one inactive trinket on at all times for both Fire and Frost. If you have your Xandalore Charm or your Talisman of Ephemeral Power, whatever the fuck, toe up, then you can go here. If you have Nelth's Tier, obviously you don't use Briarwood Reed. I'm not going to go through all of this, but for Onyxia, MC, and BWL, there are guides here as well for boss mechanics. If there are protection potions and things that are recommended, put your Oni Cloak on, things like that. So if it's your first couple times going into these raids as a mage, I highly recommend looking through these first. But what's really important here, obviously, is Fire. Obviously, this is not done, right? You know, I'll get to it, but we're only clearing 6 out of 15 right now, so it's done for the 6 out of 15. I actually think I need to update it for Cthulhu. Anyway, so, again, As Fire and Frost, you always want one inactive and one active trinket. Certain bosses in Nax, you're going to want to throw your Rune of the Dawn on. That's your Argent Dawn undead damage trinket. If you have Nelth's Tear, you can screw off everything else. You don't want to put on your Reed, and you don't want to put on Rune of the Dawn. Nelth's beats both of those. On the fights that we want to create and sustain big ignites, that's when you want to use your spell damage trinket and not Mind Quickening Gem. Because if you use Mind Quickening Gem, the timing is going to be off, and you're going to fuck up the ignite. But on fights that ignite does not matter, use Mind Quickening Gem, pop off, who cares? And that guide is here as well, and an explanation of why you're using which trinket. For Hagen and Lothab, I don't think anyone here has both. I had both when I died, so it doesn't matter, but that guide is here as well. Last thing I want to point out is the rotation. So for AQ40 and Nax, I have it Nax split into each wing. Again, it's not done for the wings we haven't done yet. I will do it before we go into the wings, I promise. This took me a really long fucking time. Give me a break. I also work 60 hours a week, so, love you guys, but, I also have a job. So, one thing I really, really want to emphasize here, because I know not everyone is doing it, because I can fucking see you motherfuckers getting reflected. I can see you all when you get reflected, by the way. I can fucking see that. When we're in AQ40 and AQ20, your first cast needs to be Detect Magic. It is not the case where only one mage needs to cast Detect Magic. Every mage casts Detect Magic. Because if Detect Magic reflects back on you, then it's reflecting Arcane. Fun fact.
Emily puts these in the assignments, by the way, for the trash bowls. She gives each mage one of the mobs for Detect Magic.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I'm getting ahead of myself. This is the 4-pack. Yeah, sorry. Thank you. Good catch. It's these. The 4-packs Detect Magic on your target. Pay attention to your target. It's these ones here where there's only one of them, and they pull one at a time. This is post Hoo-Hoo Trash. Yeah. This is post Hoo-Hoo Trash, so we'll pull one at a time. We have to kill 5 of them before we get to Twin Emps, which we're definitely doing tonight. I don't know if we're going to be pulling Oro, because we want 1 hours for Oro, but every mage should be casting Detect Magic. If Detect Magic reflects back on you, then do not cast fucking fire spells, because fire and arcane spell reflect together. So, if you cast Detect Magic, and then all of a sudden, wow, you have Detect Magic cast back on you, then that means it just reflected an arcane spell back onto you, and it will also reflect your fucking fireballs. So, if Detect Magic reflects back onto you, just go to Frostbolt. If it doesn't reflect back onto you, you're safe with fire. This is a foolproof way to not fucking reflect yourself. And if you crit yourself with a fireball, it's going to really fucking hurt. Trust me. I've crit myself with a Frostbolt on Major Domo in Arcane Spec 8 months ago, and it really fucking hurt. It took me down to half health.
You will instantly hopefully you'll instantly receive a power word shield, because the ignite also ticks really hard.
Yup. But you shouldn't be relying on your healers. You should just not fucking reflect yourself. It's not that fucking hard to not reflect yourself. Please stop reflecting yourselves. That's the only thing I really wanted to emphasize here. Everything else is fine. The rotations are here. For each boss, the rotations are here. Let me find a good ignite. Yeah, okay, so let's just use Fankers as an example, because Fankers is a really good example of just a mob of a boss that is a single boss. We just want to go in and beat the shit out of the boss. You're going to be planting your feet the whole time. You're up inside the ass of the boss. You should not be able to see yourself or anything else. And you're just going ham on the boss the whole time, right? With a team of 5 mages, which we're not going to be bringing any more or less for the time being, what we're going to be doing is every mage is going to be casting 2 Scorches. Once we get a stack of 5 Scorches up on the boss. If all 5 of us hit our Scorch, we may not need to cast a second, okay? It's not a mandatory 5 Scorch cast. It's just recommended that you want to be prepared to cast 2 in case one of us resists. Because even if you have 16% resist, you still have a 1% chance of missing, right? 16% hit is max hit for casters, but that doesn't mean being at max hit doesn't mean that you're never going to miss. You're always going to have a 1% resist chance.
Math corner. We have to always cast 2, and I'm sorry. I'll explain why. It's because if we cast 1 and someone notices that we all hit and they cast their Pyroblast, but someone else casts a second Scorch, then what you can do is crit that second Scorch could crit, the first Pyroblast could crit, and you're rolling a shitty Ignite. So everybody needs to cast 2 so that the first Ignite isn't trash. Well, sorry, the second Ignite isn't trash.
Yeah, I'm being gratuitous in terms of everybody always watching it. You're right. Yeah, you're right. I shouldn't rely on that. So everyone cast 2 always. Cast 2 Scorches, and then what I say is the opening macro, right? That you're gonna see that word a lot as you're reading through this document. You're gonna see opening macro a lot, right? Fun fact, the opening macro is right here. So what I do is I don't have the trinket typed in. I say use 13 because my in-use trinket is always in slot 13, which is the first trinket slot. So if you're swapping your trinkets on your bars, then you're always going to be swapping the first trinket spot, and it'll be spot 13. So if you don't want to have to make different macros for each trinket, you can just have /use 13 there instead. Cast Pyro, so that you are triggering all of this. What I really, really, really want to emphasize is when you should be requesting PI. If you have a PI assignment, don't fucking pop this right at the beginning of the fight. That is such a waste. All you're doing is PIing the Scorches that you're about to drop anyway. Your PI request needs to be in this opening macro. You need to have Combustion, request PI, pop Trinket, cast Pyro. And I'm going to emphasize that again because that is literally also in the fucking threads, right? I think it is in the... It's somewhere in here. I should have found it beginning. Somewhere here. I've also said it like 17 times, but make sure that...
See you soon.
Oh, I'll find it later. But the point is that it's... Holy shit, that was trippy. The point is that you should be casting PI in your opening macro, right? So you should be use Combustion, request PI, pop Trinket, pop Pyro. If you need specific macros for specific bosses like Visitus, this should be your Visitus macro. You should be casting Frostbolt rank 1 only. And you should be putting your EPRs into that so that you're automatically EPRing as you go. You should have those EPR macros set up also for the Spider Wing in Nax. I recommend having it in not just Arcane Explosion, but like literally every single instant cast. I'm not going to go digging for the video right now, but I have a video from one of the better guilds on Defias Pillager. And it's a mage who sent me this, and he goes, watch my health. Immediately, as I open the video, this dude's got like 5k HP in Nax, right? He lives, 15 other people die because they pulled double Skitter Pack, and he's EPRing, and these like 10k HP tanks are not. And guess who died? The tanks that weren't EPRing. So I have this macroed into not just my Arcane Explosion, but also Blast Wave, Cone of Cold, and Mana Shield. Only have those on your bars for Nax. Take them off of your bars for AQ40, because there are a lot of packs in AQ40 that it is very important not to do anything that causes global threat on pull, and if you take an EPR, that can cause global threat. Especially for things like Hoo-Hoo. So I would recommend taking those off of your, like, replacing those macros with the normal spells for AQ40, but I would have those on your bars for Nax. I I say this in the mage channel, but also remember that some of our callouts in Nax are different than what Emily is saying because it's specifically to the mages. A very good example of that is on Anub and Faralina, where she will always call to kill the ads first. That call is completely irrelevant to the mages. Mages are always opening up on boss right away to get an ignite rolling. Again, focus ignite, open on boss right away, focus ignite, open on boss right away. Pulling our normal ignite macro. So this is our normal ignite. This is our normal ignite rotation. If you notice that ignite is falling and there's kind of nothing that it feels like you can do anything about, you can put out a quick, like, fingers crossed fire blast. If that crits, congratulations, you've sustained the ignite. And it's an instant, so I always recommend throwing that out. Like, if you notice the ignite is falling, you can just throw out a fire blast really quick to try to get it rolling, if it's a good ignite. Like, if we're rolling a good ignite and we're getting some bad RNG with crits, throw out a fire blast. Try to reset, try to keep that ignite rolling. If we need to drop it, like, that's if you need to sustain it. Also for a noob, a good example. Again, we should not be dropping the ignite for a noob. And if you get hit with the impale, you can always throw out a fire blast while you're falling before you take your lip. Like, keeping the ignite up is really important, and it's something that we really, really need to get better at. Both keeping the ignite up when it's dropping and dropping the ones that we need to be dropping. So please, please, please download Hivemind, watch your Fire Week Aura. If you need help setting any of that up, please just ask me. Because these are things that we really, really, really need to improve on. I know I wrote this whole guide, but again, you know, it's a combination of info from a lot of different people, and I still have this guide up on my second monitor every single time we step foot in AQ40 or Nax. I have this up on my monitor. I know Hills does as well, and Wowdy does as well. And it's just something that's really, really, really important to make sure that you're paying attention to your rotations. You know, one of the big factors that's holding us back from some prog is this. Like, I'm not gonna be gentle about it. We are holding up prog because of our ignites. We cannot progress to Resuvius with the mage team performing the way that we are. And it's frustrating because no mage can parse if it's getting fucked up like this, because the ignite damage is spread out amongst all of the mages in the raid. If we look at the rankings, and obviously I will say our team was much better geared for this raid on the left, or on the right. Again, the raid on the left is this past Tuesday. The raid on the right is January 17th, I want to say. And look at the position of the mages. Yes, everyone is better geared, but we have mages in the top half versus all mages in the bottom half. And that's just a really clear indication that the ignite is not rolling properly. And that's something that we need to get a handle on. And the way that we get a handle on that is the mages watching your ignite tracker better, understanding the ignite better. Again, if you need to go back and read the seminar, please read it. It's very, very informative. Even just the first fucking page. Just what ignite is and how to watch your threat with it. That's all that's really important. You know, the subsequent pages of the seminar go into Purpose's ignite strategies and Purpose's raid strategies, which are obviously different than ours. We are not Purpose, right? We do not have the skill level overall, not just with the mages, but everybody, to speed run and clear content the way that they do. So some of our mechanics are going to be different. If you're looking for specific boss raid and boss mechanics, please use my guide. But just this very first page of the seminar is incredibly informative and very, very important to understand. And then obviously understanding your rotations, when to pop your trinkets, when to call for PI. And on the topic of PI, this is the last thing that I will say.
How are ya?
I want to preface this by saying that I, in no way, shape, or form, do I mean for this to be a punishment, okay? But with the mages that we have now, not a single mage is so ungeared that you will have less spell power with a supreme power than a better geared mage running a Titans. We need to put PI on the mages that have the highest fully buffed spell power in the raid, and that is not going to be a mage running Titans. So from now on, mages that choose to run Titans are not going to get PI assignments. And again, if you choose safety and you choose a Titans, that is perfectly fine. I am not upset or unhappy about that at all. You are not sacrificing a raid spot by choosing a Titans. That's not the case at all. The only thing that this is changing is the PI assignments. We do not have enough priests for every single mage to get an assign, and we just brought in arguably the best warlock on the server, who is getting a PI assignment. Like, Plagueheart is going to double probably our collective damage, straight up. So, you know, we need to we only have 4 PI priests, and at least one of them is going to Plagueheart, like, to the warlocks, which means that a maximum of 3 PIs are getting put on mages. And I am going to be putting that on the mages that run Supreme Power, because I'm putting it on the mages that have the highest raw spell power. That's just what's going to happen. Again, if you choose safety, I'm happy for you. That's probably the smarter decision. And it doesn't change anything about your position on the raid. You're more than welcome to run a Titans. And in fact, if you don't have Zanzas yet, I suggest that you do run a Titans. Like, I myself didn't switch to Supreme Power until I was able to get Zanzas. Which is... No, it's Honored with Zandalar.
No, isn't it Revered?
Revered.
That's why I couldn't run it until... This will be my first raid running Power, and it was specifically because of that. I've been scared. But now that I've got the 50 Zanzas, I'm switching over. This will be fun to try it out tonight.
I didn't switch until... Like, I myself didn't switch until I was able to get Zanzas. But as soon as you get Zanzas, I recommend swapping. But again, if you're not comfortable, then still run a Titans. It's okay. If you want to live and you like your life and you prefer to run a Titans, that's fucking fine. It's not a punishment, and it's, you know, you're not getting punished for running a Titans. Remember that the Ignite damage gets distributed amongst all of the mages, so you know, if all of us are doing low damage, all of us are going to do low damage, right? It's like, it's not a big deal. It's okay if you want to run a Titans. It's just going to change who's getting PI'd.
Who has, like, where have you done a chart at all of where each individual mage is at with their fire damage, spell power, and crit?
Right.
No, because it changes every single week.
Can't change that much.
With at least 2 of us starting from literally nothing and taking any single, even if it's a blue upgrade that we can get, it does change every week. But I will, for tonight, let's just keep it, I'm just going to have Bramins and Emily set it up however, because I think that 4 of us are running Supreme Power tonight anyway, so it doesn't matter. But I will do a tally probably after this weekend to get a better idea of that. But we are also getting more priests in. So, like, I don't think actually, Bramins, Atraxa did say that he will have 600 bonus healing to respec soon. But I don't know if we want to keep him as our Renew Priest anyway.
Yeah, because he's off race, I'm probably just going to keep him as the Renew Priest anyways, even though he's not a human. But yeah, I'll probably keep him in that. And I don't know what I'm doing with Gandalf yet because he's brand new. I don't even know if he's running PI or what he's doing. So I know that Brona is out tonight for AQ. He'll be back at MC, so that's going to take away one of our PIs.
Okay.
So I think we're only running 3 PIs unless Gandalf is PI spec. But I want to see how he does first before I start saying what he needs to actually do.
Yeah, no, you're chilling. Especially if he has under 600 bonus healing. I know that we want to stay healing. Healing is more important than, you know, mage pride and hubris. And one of those PIs, you know, Gas is right. One of those PIs does need to go to play card, straight up. And so we can, I don't know, I don't really give a fuck. For tonight, we can just kind of roll it how we always happen. But moving forward, I'll probably do a checkup. Other than Aura. Wait, what?
Unless we do Aura tonight. which I don't anticipate us doing
There's
Oro.
there's no way we have 1 hours for Oro.
Yeah, I'd be shocked if we did.
Like, I do see us doing twin ups. I do see us doing post twins trash, because we don't need 1 hours for post twins trash. But if we lose our 1 hours during post twins trash, then we're bouncing to MC. But that's going to be how PI is handled moving forward. After this weekend, probably before NAX on Tuesday, I'll do a reassessment of where everyone on the team is with hit, crit, and raw unbuffed spell power. And we'll recheck in from there.
You got to be a little careful, because you're going to also change the direction some of the mages want to go as far as what they're chasing gear-wise, right?
What do you mean?
Like with prioritizing PI based on whatever you guys decide to go based on, right?
Well, PI should always be based on 1, who's using it correctly, and 2, who has the most spell power to benefit from it the most. So everyone
I know it's
running with the most
really
spell
hard
power.
to. I mean, macro it in. Do you really need to? Like 2 scorches, pop your combustion.
Yes, you do need to have it into your
Button, say,
macro.
hey.
Abso-fucking-lutely, you need to have the macro. This needs to be a macro that you use on every single fight. Because if you're not calling for PI correctly, then you're wasting it. It needs to be in your pyro and in your trinket macro so that we can get the ignite rolling correctly. Because you want PI on when that first pyro hits with your trinket so that you have the max spell power for the potential very first ignite that we're trying to roll. Which is why our ignites previously were rolling for for over 6k. Because the person that was critting initially, who was usually Ekio, was calling for PI when he was popping his trinket and when he was popping that pyro.
But what happens, let's say we macro that into our combustion pyro and Emily says, hold up, I've resisted, I've missed. What do you do there? You just waste the PI?
It's a 6 second cast. You don't stop casting when Emily calls that. That's only for melee. Those calls are only for melee. We're casting Scorch and then letting it fall and then casting a 6 second pyro. Emily will have the boss by then. That does not apply to us.
Yeah, you're not going to
When
pull
she
aggro with
calls-
a Scorch
No,
while she's missing her
absolutely
first
not.
swing. That's not a big deal.
And she's definitely
No,
going
I'm
to have
not
it back
talking
by
about
the time.
pulling with the
She's
Scorch.
definitely going to have it back by the time that your pyro hits. Because that's only for melee that have quick auto attacks right away. You know, when we're casting Scorch and then letting it fall, she will absolutely, if she doesn't have aggro back by then, all of us are dead anyway. It's not feasible. It's not possible for her to not have aggro for 10 seconds into the fight. By the time that you're casting Scorch twice, loading everything up and casting a pyro, it's probably about 10 seconds into the fight. If she doesn't have threat by then, the entire raid is dead anyway. Like, straight up. Okay, I think I've said everything I need to say. If anyone has any questions or wants to sit one-on-one and talk about a few things, look at rotations, look at gear, if you have a 60 upgrades page that you want to share with me, especially if you're, newer to the team or an alt, that's perfectly fine to share. I can't promise that I'm going to follow it because, I have to gear not just the mages, but, I'm the overall casting lead. I don't know how or when that fucking happened, but I also have to gear the warlocks myself as well. And especially when it comes to tier tokens, tier 2.5 and tier 3, that is not only mage items, and if the healers don't have gear, then the mages fucking die. Smile. So we need to be considerate about sharing those tokens with the priests as well.
So who
and
has
I'm
one for tier 2?
3 of us have belt, and I have pants.
For tier 2 or tier 3?
Or no, tier 3. Sorry, did you say tier 2?
Yeah, tier 2.
Hills has helm. Amadel has bracer. Prawl has helm and bracer for techie tanking, I believe. We have not gotten a lot of mage T2 lately. I have 0 pieces of tier 2.
And what dropped on Tuesday?
Bracer.
Hi,
Okay.
how are you? Alrighty then.
Gloves. I have it written down. So I am passing on T2. I'm gonna let that go to other mages who may want it. I was also explicitly told that there is a very non-zero chance that I have to go back to master looting, so I'm not gonna stack myself with gear for techie tanking just to then not be able to techie tank if I have to master loot anyway. So that is something that is not coming from me. That is something that's coming from our raid leader, who asked me to not participate with that, just in case. To like save myself for techie tanking just in case. So shoulders, chest, and glove are gonna go to Crawl next for backup techie tanking. Once Crawl feels comfy with both, like with gear and things to techie tank, then we'll be going back to the original way that we were doing the techie tanking, which is alternating every other week, to save both of our techie tanks on consumes and things like that. Again, Wowdy had to run it for himself. Like Wowdy had to run it himself for like 2 months, I want to say, until we got Ekio after Blonde left. So you know,
I'm fine on consumes. Like I play constantly, so.
That's
I
up to
burned
you
2
guys.
flasks and 32 EPRs.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, that's up to you guys. You know, I would like to alternate so that it's something that everyone is comfy with. But that's up to you guys and your call with how we alternate it and who does what. But I think it's important that we have at least 2 mages that are very comfortable and regularly doing it so that we can alternate back and forth. If someone has to miss a week, yada yada yada. God forbid someone dies, I literally cannot handle losing another fucking mage. Like, I actually don't know if my psyche can handle it, so please don't fucking die. Like, all of you. I can't fucking class lead dead players anymore, please. But that is... Yeah, that's the deal. We're doing BW... Are we doing AQ40, MC, and Onyxia tonight? I'll let everyone go back to raid prep. If anyone has any questions or wants any clarification about anything, please just reach out. I am always around on Discord. I'm also always in voice fucking around, especially late at night, so I'm always reachable if anyone needs anything. And I will let everyone go free, unless anyone has questions. Okay, thanks everyone for being here. I appreciate you all for listening.
Let's
to
go
me prattle
burn
on for
everything
3 hours.
later. Burn it all!
Safe travels.
Yeah, Carl, Peyton said something to you because I said something first.
Okay. Yeah, I've been exclusively running Titans because like dying with a new character is horrible, and then you have to start over. And then I got the Zanzas, and I was like, oh, this is gonna help.
Yeah, as soon as you get Zanzas, you're free to it. And I'm not gonna lie, I kind of had a little mini baby crash out the other day because Bramins told me that yet again Fultano is calling for PI right off the rip when he's casting his first Scorch.
Oh, yeah. Well, so the other thing I do differently, but I don't think it makes a big difference, is I cast my combustion before the pull, just so I don't have to worry about it, because I don't mind wasting a crit on a Scorch, knowing that those are going to drop, and I like to try and maximize the chance that my pyro is going to be on the boss for the roll.
That is fine. Your combustion being a different timing is fine. The PI being at a different time is not fucking fine.
Yeah, so
what
like
the hell?
Zandalar, Hero Token, and the PI, you want to stack those.
I'm sorry, for him to say, what if Emily calls to hold off? Like, what?
Yeah, it's just he's it's a hypothetical jump, right? Like I don't know. I've done a lot of like meetings and things for work and like other like hobbies and social events, and people seem to fixate on hypotheticals that are like so crazy. Like, what if the raid leader calls for Petri out like at the beginning of a bad pull, and it's like, well, obviously you're gonna listen to the raid leader, but yeah, we're not gonna pull.
Petri, like,
I'm pretty sure the demo shout and the blood rage aggro will hold the first scorch off of us.
Yeah, he's like, what if? Like, what? I was like, brother, that's 10 seconds into the fight that your pyro is hitting. If Emily still doesn't have threat 10 seconds into the fight, the whole raid is fucking dead anyway.
Yeah,
what
I think
are you
it's
talking about?
yeah, it's like 8.5 seconds or something like that if you're standing on top of the boss, plus travel time for the pyro. Yeah.
Exactly, and like, especially like for a noob, like getting into position, like you have to walk around and stuff. Like, are you like you're literally 10 seconds into the fight? You actually think?
It's a psychology thing, though. Like, I've dealt with meetings, like, somebody in a meeting, like, the more people you have, the more likely you're gonna have, like, a weird hypothetical, and I think it's just try to be polite and, like, get back to, like, either, like, hey, like, that scenario is unlikely. I don't know. It just sucks, because I deal with people with my job, and it made me chuckle. It's like, oh, here's a hypothetical one-off that probably will never happen.
If it wasn't the first time, like, if that was the first time that I had told him that, I would have responded a lot more respectfully. Like, I get a little teeny bit onto a shorter leash when I have to repeat myself the 15th time. But, and it's just like Brammon's told me, like, months ago that he was calling for PI right off the rip, and I told him to stop doing that. And apparently he's still doing it. Like...
I have to get the Hive Mind Weekora. I have everything else that you mentioned, but I'm like, oh, I'm gonna... So that one I'll be experiencing it for the first time today in Raid. I've never played with it, but it sounds cool.
There are two. There's the one that I like better, just looks nicer and cleaner, but the other one works better, I think. Because I think it shows, like, the target as well, or something like that. But I like... I don't know. I like the one that I use, but you can use either one. It doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah, I'll just check it out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get UI overload. I started learning freaking Pally power to play with my son too, and I've never used. I've never played a Pally before, and I'm like, what is this magic? Alright, I'm gonna drop. I'm gonna go make some food before raid.
Yeah, sounds good. Thank you for coming.